Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I wanted to express my sincerest gratitude for a person who wrote to me that they really enjoy the shadow work format. As of late, I really forgot the fact that shadow work in readings is something of a priority for me, and having a person remind me of that, of the quality of my readings, and of the fact that they find them really useful and they enjoy them, like they love them. That really means a lot to me, because my intention for this channel was, in fact, for people to have something useful from these readings, not only like the gossip thing, which is interesting as well. It has its own place. I do myself enjoy these from the other channels, but at times I find it really useful for us to really harness and gather all these insights we can to basically shift our life, our perception over things. And I really hope my channel will in time accomplish this to its best capacity. And yeah, thank you so much for reminding me of the good things, because I tend to get caught up in lots of like criticism. I'm a little used to that, but thank you so much for reminding me of the good things. I'm really grateful for that. So the topic for this reading is going to be where is this connection going, or where is this connection headed? It's going to be a general reading, you know that probably too well. But here in these piles you will see specifically where it's going, like how it will unfold, how it will transform, or whether it is worth it or not to invest yourself in it. I have other 4 piles I will not show you right now. They will represent the nature, dynamic of the relationship. And lastly, I will take some cards as like either like warning or advice, what you should be wary of, or something along those lines. It will be a short one, 2 cards, I guess. I hope I will not make it too long of a video. But something else I wanted to mention here about the nature of this reading is you may be thinking of a person. It doesn't matter whether it is a romantic interest or not. I will try to be as neutral as possible. However, if I encounter something linked to romance, I will make sure to mention it. That's for sure. And something else I want to say, it happened to me that you may be thinking of a person, but as the reading progresses, you kind of find out that it's completely about someone else. That's as well welcomed, and it's normal if you encounter this. So yeah, that's like the little notes here I wanted to mention. 4 piles. First one, this is number 1. It's linked to this like silverish type of leaf. It has all these ramifications, as you can see. It's an earring. And the second pile is linked to this earring. It's like a sunflower, but with different colors. Okay. Third one is as well a leaf. Okay. And the last one is as well an earring, but it's like a flower with a small... Okay, so something fell off. I will make sure to fix that. Okay. Let's begin the reading with the first pile. Okay. Okay, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is basically the answer where is this connection going? Funnily enough, this reading is trying to hint more of like a nature of a relationship, and maybe it shows me like a potential outcome here as well. First of all, it feels to me like this relationship with that person, it might be actually like here romantic. I sense here they are not ill-intended. I don't know, the mage or the magician card is here in reverse, which could mean that they might be a little manipulative, but somehow this is all like being expressed here as an energy of not quite, it's not quite the manipulation here that would be rendered as negative, or like some sort of like mastermind who stays like in the shadows and waits for you to basically fall into a trap. No, it's not that. There is a lot of either mystery, question marks, blind spots, or there is a lot of missing information here about this person. I sense that this connection might be going into like a I don't know what to do with this relationship type of situation, but there is like a lot of things. There are a lot of things here that are unexpressed or that are unknown here. Why I'm saying that that person has feelings? Because I'm referring to the alchemy card in reverse. To me, it feels like honestly this person has those feelings attached, or they feel those in regards to you, like those fuzzy romantic feelings, but somehow they are dimmed out, they are hidden, they are in disguise. Yeah, I don't know why it's coming to the table that you might be in the future encountering a secrecy moment or more, actually. The moon in reverse. By the way, if that person is not very expressive in that regard, then make sure to basically listen to the small hints, signs. If you are that person who's like a detective, you might be able to dig up a lot of information. As well as with the magician card, I can say you might be actually like, maybe that's a card about you. You might be able to find out and dig up a lot of information about this situation or about this person. And finally enough, a reading is like as well a good way to check out the energies surrounding the situation. But I sense here a very closed person, or a very emotional yet secretive person. I would not be surprised if there is like something related here to Scorpio or water signs type of story, because the moon here is present. Of course it doesn't have to be, but emotions are running high and it's in reverse. You got that person, they feel quite a lot, like they have so many things associated with you, or lots of feelings, like attachment, love feelings, romantic feelings that are not going to be shown directly up front. And I don't know, it's like a little frustrating for you to not have like a clear outlook on what's happening. But definitely here something is happening in the shadows with that person. Specifically, they might be thinking of you, and because that's like where is this headed, I'm afraid there is an element here of secrecy that's going to like prolong itself and shadow a little the relationship, especially because of that lack of clarity. There is not like a very fixed road or path in which things will evolve. However, I want to make sure and draw some cards in regards to where is this connection going, for you to not be left like on scene with me with these cards. Where is this connection going? to me it feels as well like there will be some situations with push and pull. You will be a little unclear with that situation, and beware that you may be a little like exhausted by that situation of I don't know what to expect, the unknown, and you might find yourself either you or that person abandoning the situation. It might be actually you here, because it will be a situation in which, okay, that person is not manifesting interest towards me. I do not know what signs and how to interpret that, and most likely you'll move on here with the Chariot. Yeah, I don't think you should be worrying about this. Whether you'll end up with that person or not, you will encounter some changes that will make you feel as though like the universe has your back and you're going in the right direction with or without that person. I can tell you something, this person is intrigued, this person does have feelings for you, and they are definitely interested in you, but there is a huge blockage here that is preventing you from coming together and basically cherishing that connection you have specifically with that person. Okay, so I guess, yeah, like you will benefit the most in this situation by the fact that with the Ten of Swords you will release expectations, you will release your worries or future scenarios in general in regards to that person, and things will settle for the best possible scenario specifically for you. I feel as though this person will suffer much more than you, because they will feel like they had a chance to show up and they didn't, and it will feel like a lost chance to them, like it was a situation in which they were offered a worthy person. I'm like thinking whether I should say situation worthy, like a choice, a very good offer, a very good opportunity for them to grow, for them to express themselves and their love in that relationship, but somehow they missed it. And I will see that person ruminating like the fact that they weren't ready. That's what I'm seeing here in those cards. It's kind of chaotic, like the order of things here, but I will try to see like the nature. Okay, then this is going to be the nature, the dynamics, or the operation of this relationship. Well, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like hidden emotions, as I said here with the heart, like in reverse, lots of fear coming from that person. Eight of Cups here. Interesting is that is as well as Eight of Cups. You know, it's very wise for you to not jump into that into that relationship and to demand or to basically be overly active. Like it's very wise, and it's okay if you did actually in the past, because I believe we should be giving people chances or hints that we are available here, but the nature of the interaction with you is very, very clouded here with the moon. It's very, I don't understand what to do here. I don't understand whether I should go in the flow of my emotions or whether I should be restraining myself. Eight of Cups, maybe right now you are fixed, you are a little stuck on that person. And actually they might be as well. But I see and sense here them being more observant, passive, and non-attached here, which is quite bothersome, to be honest, because you deserve better here. And honestly, I feel like you have a lot to give with this heart in reverse, but it's like your intuition or your gut feelings like preventing you from giving this to the wrong person, to the person who will not appreciate those. And definitely very, very wise choice, very good discernment here to not invest yourself in something that is not worth that is not worth it. Like if you're not going to be appreciated, then bye. Thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, that's what that's what's basically being showcased here in the reading. Let's take a card of advice. Okay, what you should do about this situation. Pretty much is very clear for me. Advice. Strangely enough, I will disregard everything that's linked to this card and tell you what I felt. Keep on with your life, basically. Keep on basically attending your life and making sure you are focused on yourself, happy, focused on immediate things in your life, like my needs, my wants, my preferences, my desires, directions in life. What you should be wary of, like that's gonna be like Queen of Swords. That's like a warning here, card. It says, see how it resonates for you, but don't expect things from that person, because if you will, you might be getting like disappointment or heartbroken, and that will make you very bitter, and that will maybe perhaps make you despise that person because you wanted to give so much but they didn't reciprocate. And I feel like you might be like punishing with that person, and for some even punishing with yourself, because you let yourself basically fall into that trap, or something related to this is coming to the reading. There is an information here coming, like you love very deeply and you want to give your heart to a worthy person, but if that person betrays you, if that person shows you dualistic type of energies or confuses you to the degree that it hurts you, then you will punish that person. They will regret living. Interesting information. Yeah, it's like a warning for you to not get your hopes up basically with that relationship, because it feels to me like you might be trapped in that like expectation type of scenario. Honestly, like I wanted to see, I wanted to check whether like there is like a hope here. Four of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. That is like, this is not a worthy person to fight for. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know what can be more expressive here. And I'm a little sorry if that's not like the thing that you wanted to hear, like if that's like if you had your hopes up here. I'm so sorry if maybe that might be a little triggering here. Definitely know that that person does have feelings, like things are not lost somehow. I mean, we have that, but to be honest, like, yeah, they have feelings, and you can pursue this to the end of, and to the expense of everything. But the question is, do you really want that? Do you really consider that this is all that you can basically have in an exchange, in a setup like a relationship? Like, is that all you want? Because honestly, like to the degree and the depth of the person who's watching the first pile, you deserve more. You deserve a more one-on-one, direct, clear and honest relationship rather than this. Because I say nothing is set in stone in tarot, but do you really want to sacrifice your well-being? Or I don't think so. What I think, however, is that you deserve better, and this might be, just wait, this might be a test. So that was your reading of pile number 1. I hope it was of use to you. I hope it helped. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not, and comment below how it resonated for you. Check out my old videos as well, and let me drop like a positive outlook on the future. Okay, this is going to be like aside from the reading this one, like the positive things that you can look up in the future will be the 9 of Wands. What does that mean? Learning from mistakes, being experienced, being wise afterwards, and overcoming fears, overcoming patterns, overcoming basically the more you know yourself through these awkward situations, as I described in this case, with that person, the more you become aware of what you want. That's a huge like bonus. That will be a foundational stone in the future on which you'll build worthy, stable, and desirable things. That was all. I hope you are well. I hope you are taking care of yourselves, and definitely wanting to see you in the future videos of mine. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let me focus. Okay. Perfect. The question is, where is this connection headed? Okay. Beginning with the first card, it's time to take action. Expect huge changes. Expect changes in regards to the nature of your interaction as well here. There is going to be some sort of either evolution or how it went. Basically, it will not be the same how the relationship went. You have the improvement card in reverse, and I want to say there is something about this reading telling me that you'll be a little you'll have some things with that person that you will not quite enjoy, or you'll feel like there is basically room for improvement, and things some things have to be shifted, changed. I see as though in this reading the person, like this is a woman card, of course, but you know, I don't ascribe genders here in the reading, but it feels to me like you will be that person who will initiate changes, who will initiate the improvements, or who will urge that person basically to change, evolve, shift, and rethink things that are not working. To be honest, like you know, we can debate right now whether it is right for you to initiate those and whether your person should be more active here. Honestly, it feels to me as well like a romantic setup situation. See if that like it's a friendship, it could be. Don't fixate upon that. But it feels to me like the person here in the second pile is actually the engine of the relationship. Like if things are not working, you're always that person who will be like, let's work together, let's find out the solution, let's fix this, fix that. I'm afraid that this pile, like for them to not have issues with that person, being that they are not manifesting initiative in the relationship, and for you to not feel as though you are always burdened with the idea that you have to innovate, change, rebetter, reevaluate this relationship. And I sense here as well a very energetic, vibrant, and vital as well as an individual. It feels to me like this person might be a little more like passive and less energetic here. It could be the case that you're either a fire sign, or this could be like Aries, because we have here the new moon in Aries. But I sense here like I have the drive to live. I have this idea that I will live this life in a very active, joyful, and energetic manner, almost fiery here. Because as well, Ace of Wands here, which is in reverse, but um, the reader ascribes the messages here with these cards, and it feels to me like you're that person who's very willing to give that energy to the world, to the people that they love, which is awesome, to be honest. Like I love the spark here that's so prevalent in the reading. And in the future, if you feel like you enjoy taking the leading role, if you enjoy being the one who will basically show the way, or you know, um, light up the matches, light up the torch and show the way, the direction. If that's something you enjoy, then definitely know that you'll have the opportunity. Of course, if you do not enjoy it and you would like your person to be more active here, then this could be potentially a problem, because I feel like the energy drive, the energy levels of yours might be higher than that person's, and almost as though you might be finding yourself, see how it resonates, but almost with persons or people who are less active, more like melancholic or passive overall in life, calmer, still. It feels, or it will feel like in the future, like this, with this relationship, that you'll have to constantly push or get that person out of the house, for example, or basically always be that person who will initiate parties, going out, and let's do this, let's do that, and it will feel a little bit isolating, with the fact that why do I have to always be that person who's showing interest, who's showing initiative, who's showing that I want the best things for this relationship? I want to see how this will play out, the nature of the relationship, or the nature of your interaction. Okay, so I guess things are stepping into a clearer vision here. With the stars, I can say, if that person is not expressing a lot, they are very much appreciative of the connection, and I sense here like a quiet yet very present and prevalent feeling of admiration and recognition and gratitude for the relationship. Like that person recognizes your worth, your value, and your the qualities that I have just showcased. Like that person is very appreciative. The thing that is a little bit concerning here is this card, which shows, as you can see, a person who's carrying all the weight. And what I don't like about this card is the fact that you can see here a man here on the ship, basically being like a little needy, a little clingy, and you might be feeling yourself carrying more responsibility of the relationship than that person, and might as well be aware of the fact that with the Empress in reverse, you might be feeling burnt out. Too much for me to carry, I'm a little exhausted, I want a break. I want a vacation from this situation, and I'm a little bit exhausted, like by this me always being on the line, basically, to show and to express my interest in this relationship. So definitely here, the person who's watching is carrying more than the person who is receiving here, is on the receiving end. And that is something I'm not very pleasant to announce, but it's definitely something I see and cannot overlook. Let's see, I did that with the first pile, and I want to do it as well. Where is this connection headed? 3 cards, okay, 10 of Wands. Okay, that's interesting. Another one, 8 of Cups. Okay, and the Devil. Okay, in reverse. I wanna tell you something. If you feel burdened, and you will have the window of opportunity to express this and to work this out together, um, I cannot say there will be a huge change here in the relationship, definitely, because we have the Eight of Cups. I see you being more detached or being less involved or just dropping the responsibilities that feel like I don't want to give too much. Like, I don't want to give so much that I'm burnt out. You'll be more attentive. You'll be more careful with your energy here, and you'll give just enough. You'll give as much as you feel like giving for free, basically. And you might be giving that person space. I see that with the Eight of Cups. And basically, I want to say here, you might have had beginning expectations in the relationship at first, but with the Eight of Cups, as soon as you realize that that person will not be active, will not be as giving as you are, perhaps, then you'll reorganize your interaction basically with that person, and it will be a very benefic change because we have beneficial change because we have the devil here in the reverse. You will find the middle ground in which you will give still, but it will not feel like a overly like a heavy burden. Like, it will feel like, okay, I feel like giving today, I will give. If not, then my attention deserves to be somewhere else with situations and people, that are more giving, that are more grateful and more appreciative of my energy here. I sense here a person, like I'm talking about you, by the way, opening up, showing how much they can give. And the moment this is not reciprocated, the moment this is not appreciated, you're like, no, I'm retracing my steps, and I will treat you in a different way. I will still love you, but I will keep my distance for me to not get hurt or taken advantage of. So as well, like in the first pile, you have the discernment here. You have the wisdom and the experience necessary for you to retrace your steps, as I said, and change the way you interact with that person. Change the way or the level of your attachment, even for some your commitment here, because why stick up with a relationship that is not capable of filling your cup to the degree that you give, basically. Or if not that, then there will be a feeling like, why should I do that if it's not appreciated, basically. Eight of Cups is like a leaving card, like abandonment as well, but here I feel as though it will not be as dramatic as the Eight of Cups, hopefully. Let's take an advice card, as I did with the first pile. What you should do about this situation. The Ring, like readjust your commitment, readjust your level of interest towards that person, and see how specifically that relationship plays its role into your life. And if you feel like fundamentally, if you feel like that person will never get up and be what you want them to be, then readjust and honor that feeling, because we first of all live with ourselves. We are the priority, and if we are unhappy, if we are bothered, if we are feeling uncomfortable in a relationship, then we must honor and love ourselves, so much so that we will place everything else in its necessary, like, importance scale, or, like, you know, reassess how important is that person in my life, how participative should I be with that person in my life if they are doing that and it's upsetting me, or if they are not appreciative of me, basically. Yeah, like, definitely give to the degree that you feel comfortable is the message here. Definitely do not abandon that person, but do not overly exert yourself. Or it felt to me like this beautiful unfolding or blossoming where you wanted that and you did that basically in that relationship, but that person felt like, to me, they were blind. I don't know why, but see how you can fit this information, but give to the degree that you can and you feel comfortable doing that. And definitely, if that's like zero, if that's like, I do not want to give anything to that person, then I don't know, I would honor that as well. Like, I don't feel like even responding today to that person, then I will not do that, because I understand myself enough, I see myself clearly, and I understand the reasoning behind my way of functioning, so much so that I am not obliged to give an explanation to that person, because I know what I'm doing, because I place priority on myself, because I love myself, and because I see no need in betraying what I stand for, and I do not see why you have as well to basically betray yourself into giving something that is not appreciated to a person, basically. Yeah, general reading. Hope it resonates. Positive thing in the future you can look out to. 8 of Wands. You'll have many activities, many things, exciting things. That energy, that fiery energy of enthusiasm, of expressing yourself into this world, you'll have so many outlets for that, and you'll be very happy. Like, I can say, expect being busy and tired as well, but it will be an enjoyable one. It will be an enjoyable feeling of like, I did so much and I truly enjoyed it. It was of great meaning to me. If not in this relationship, your activities will bring you like that feeling of gratitude, appreciation for, like, it will feel like, to me, as a metaphor, like that painter who basically made that work, worked on it so many hours, and is that feeling like as though that painting like now hangs on the wall and is looking back and saying, look, you gave so much to me and I'm so beautiful, it's all because of you, you know. Such a shame that right now it's not being felt in a relationship, but definitely you'll have that feeling, that metaphor I have described in regards to your activities. Like, you'll have, if you're working with clients, if you're working with people one-on-one or something like this, you'll see how you give and how this is going to be reciprocated, and you'll forget even about this situation with that person. That was your reading, second pile. I hope it resonated, it was of use to you. Make sure to hit that like button, comment below how it resonated, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. As well, check out my old videos, I have many interesting topics there as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future readings. Hope you're taking care of yourselves and loving yourselves. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. These are your cards, and I want to say it's the most interesting combination of, and also the most intriguing combination of cards here in this reading. For me, it feels like this relationship is a very long-term thing, or you've known that person for a very long time. I see as well, this is like very as well romantic situation, but you can fit it to be friendship, whatever the case may be. With a meditation card, where things are going, I can say either you or that person is very much introspective. They think a lot. They contemplate on the nature of your relationship, and it may actually indicate a very strong long-term thing here that is being showcased in the cards. Like this person might be actually very committed. The first card is have faith in your dreams in reverse, and it might be that you have undergone some very rocky situations, or you're very much in reality when it comes to this relationship in general. And as well, you might be finding yourself a little pessimistic at times with this relationship specifically, because as well, this card is in reverse. It's a card of optimism, but it being in reverse in this context, it might be like, I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't want to get disappointed. But in the future, I see that person with them gathering and harnessing their insights in regards to the importance of your relationship. I see them being more committed. I see them stepping into a more conscious and active role in regards to you. With the Eight of Cups here, this card is a card of abandonment, and I would be very scared if it were to be in upright, but it's in reverse, meaning that that person might be actually returning. If that person, like right now, you're not in communication with them, if they are silent, if they are not talking to you, then expect a comeback with the Eight of Cups sooner or later, or that person is like very much connected to you, very much unwilling to let go, or you're just in that person's mind quite a lot, like you're living rent-free there. Interestingly enough, like the person watching this pile is a very realistic person, a very grounded and no BS type of person. And if you are being offered something, then you're like, okay, I want to see the real, the truth, like give me the bitter truth about this person, about this relationship, basically. And with a meditation here card, okay, mixed up words, never mind. I don't even have like the courage, sorry, to rewatch these videos because it's so embarrassing. Like, yeah, I hope at least it's entertaining. But with a meditation card, I can say this person or this relationship might have hit the pause button, basically, or there might have been like pauses or interruption type of situation, like in which you do not talk with that person, or things are overall stagnant. The pace of this relationship is very slow, and you can expect there is a huge probability that that person is capable of recommitting, re-evaluating your importance into their life. And I sense here a very like slow but steady return. Please give me another chance type of return, or I'm open to making things work, even though you might be feeling like, no, it's over. There is a huge, like, as well here with the Eight of Cups, either nostalgia or things, hopes or dreams that were either broken or left in the past or lived, and wanting, like, feeling like I want to relieve that, but I want to reenact, basically, I want the rebirth in that relationship, but to me it feels like, no, you are going to be like, I don't have, I'm way too disappointed, or maybe I'm like not very hopeful about this thing working out again. Like, no, I don't think so. Almost to the degree that you are like so absorbed in that you are not even going to try or even give it a chance or something along those lines. I can tell you that person is very, very much like, If you think that person let go, if you think that that person just went silent and they are not thinking, then you're so wrong, because that person has like let's say a decent chunk of time in their life that they dedicate towards rethinking and reworking and retinkering the way in which you and them interacted, basically. And I sense here a very huge desire, and a sincere as well desire, to make things work, finally make things shift. Almost desperate, like it feels to me like that person is desperate a little here with this meditation card in reverse. Like, I want to do everything I can. I want to align myself with the best possible, either like ways to deal with this situation for me to bring that person back and to show them that I am worthy and they're worthy, and I appreciate that relationship so much. I don't know why, but like, if that's not resonating so far, then perhaps this is not your pile, because the message is so very specific, like I cannot tell you. And the future outlook here shows me them being more hopeful than you in things working out, basically, or them being more, let's say, passively invested, which sounds very paradoxical and weird, but that's the reality of it. They've got their eyes on you, right, basically. Let's check out the nature of the relationship, dynamics between you, or yeah, these basically. Interesting. So again, remember I told you about the nostalgia thing. Six of Cups. There is lots of memories. You might be revisiting those memories, by the way. They might be like, it's not even might be, like they are revisiting those memories, those moments in time when things went where like when the sun was shining bright on this relationship, and they remember your qualities, they remember your character, and it feels to me like this information is so powerful here, so powerfully shining through the reading, that it overlooks basically the nature of like your relationship. But it feels to me like right now it's like a pause, or things are unclear, or both of you are like not talking or very silent. um Very silent. Oh my god, just silent. Okay. um it's like the rider here card. There were times in which you both manifested equal interest in each other, cherished that relationship, and were very much, you had your times in which you felt very good. I can say that with those cards, but it's over. Like it feels like with this Six of Cups, that fairy tale is gone. It's like the past energy is here being showcased. Okay, still, I did that with the rest of the piles, and I'll do that with you as well. Let's see where this connection headed. Four of Swords. Still, the probability is very high that things, because there is lack of traction, like not attraction, traction, like strength in or willingness to basically make it work. It might be that no one will basically make a move on pursuing each other or something along those lines, or like it feels to me like things are way too broken for me to basically do something. Yeah. Four of Swords. Still, I've told you in the beginning of the reading, there might be a comeback. There is a strong element here of wanting to make things return. This person might be actually initiating that, but still, it feels to me like with the Four of Swords, unfortunately, the probability is very high that things will not move. Knight of Coins in reverse, lack of commitment. Two of Cups in reverse. I don't know, like, for many of you, I feel like this will maybe not work out in the sense of like you coming back, or there might be a possibility of you meeting back together or communicating, but things will not be the same. And with the Eight of Cups, back then in reverse, it felt to me like they might be returning, and this might be as well the case, but either it is because of you or because the relationship feels so complicated. Is there hope? Okay, so I want to tell you something about this reading. What I told in the first pile, I guess, is the fact that you can pursue anything you want. You can make things work, and actually the cards are in no way, shape or form dictating your reality or dictating what you should be doing or what you should not be doing, basically. But trust me when I tell you that in life, I truly believe everyone deserves the best, and for you to stop your life in tracks and basically pursue that, it would not be fair. And even if that person might be returning with the Eight of Cups or coming back in a very subtle way, or I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth giving the chance. You know? The sun here in reverse specifically fell on the idea of, is there hope? And I can go ahead and disregard everything I see right now and say, yes, there might be hope actually. But that type of hope requires you to be pursuing that relationship to the end of the world or to the expense of everything, which I do not think that this is right for you to do, basically. What I sense here most is the fact that you might be actually outgrowing the situation and stepping into more clarity, into more insight, that you shouldn't be pursuing that you should be leaving these things in the past. And with the Eight of Swords, if you are to focus on the idea of maybe things will go right, then you might be just as well feeling stuck, you know? Better for you to focus in life on things that you want to pursue and leave this situation unfold on its own. And if it shows hope, then all right, then we'll see what's next. But I will not stop my life for this situation to basically give its like verdict on my life. Again, things are not set in stone. If you feel like this relationship is like worth pursuing to the end of the world, you are welcome to do that. But is it worth it? Do the cards say that it is worth it? No. Actually, no. Advice. Not worthy match. Not a worthy match. Okay. You see, interestingly enough, this person does love you, and it's not that like we didn't question that in the first place because we saw the depth of the feelings. It feels to me like that person, despite loving you, they might not have the necessary like tools or the necessary attitude or even for some maturity to love you to the fullest capacity, basically, or in the way you want it, basically, because your needs, your priorities, your wants are also very important. And it feels to me like this is not the person. And that you should be like basically stepping into that perception that if that didn't work, it is because there are better options, or there is room for more, or this relationship was basically a indicator of there could be even more. you know. I will do that. Card of what you should be wary of. Warning. There is a huge as well opportunity possibility that you might be hyperfixated on that as well. Distract yourself from that. You have great things ahead because you got here the star. Your life, your situation in life will be way too demanding yet fulfilling as well, and interesting, exciting, that you'll forget. If this is something that is basically disappointing, or yeah, you'll forget, trust me. That was all. That was all in for this reading. I hope it resonated. Third pile, I hope you're not exhausted by the level of like the details. If it resonated, then that was for you. If it didn't, and you felt like there was information here that was not like on the scale of either what you wanted to hear, or it's not about your partner, then yeah, don't pick it up. It was not for you then. Only pick up the hopeful or like the details that were resonating and you felt like it was about you. And if you feel like this person will return, if you have the hope, if you have the energy to pursue, then do that. It's your choice, your free will. And it's the best feeling in the world to honor yourself and honor that feeling that I want to do that. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, comment below how it resonated, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And check out my old videos as well. And I hope to see you in the future, in my future readings as well. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Where is this connection headed? Beginning with the first card, I want to say your hard work is paying off. It feels to me like if you chose this relationship in your life, if it was worth pursuing, if you felt like you've made your choice basically with that person, and it's a long-term thing basically with these cards, your work will pay off, meaning that you will receive like the good things in that relationship, and it will be a worthy investment here. You got here the Catalyst card, meaning that there is an element here of enrichment or transforming and alchemizing basically the relationship, so much so that at the beginning it gave you, I don't know, a little, for example, and now it is giving you more. I can give you like a congratulations on that, because in the future your relationship will turn out to be very fruitful, yet beware of the fact that things will not be very easy. Not to turn you down or something, every step of the way it will feel like a little bit, it will be a little stretch here, like things will not go easily, but in the end you will appreciate it very much. Six of Wands, you will not have things going in your way, let's say. You will not have things played to like how you had it in your mind, or it will not go according to your scenario. Nonetheless, the experience will be worth it with the mountain. It will be like that. You know, it will not be the case of a fairy tale here played out. No. It's quite the reality here being shown to you, but this reality will be adventurous enough for you to consider this ride worth going on, basically. So you'll have in life the good things in that relationship, but you may be not very aware of the fact that you'll have your wishes fulfilled, but not in the way you expected. And this is both good or and bad, maybe, because the people who are going to have here high expectations or some specific expectations in mind, um, many of them will play out, but you'll see the awesome turnarounds in life that will show you the adventurous nature of this relationship, to be honest. Like Six of Wands, you'll have times in which you'll doubt. You'll have times in which you'll think like, I don't know if that was the right choice. I don't know if it was the right thing, choosing that person, choosing that relationship, investing myself into that relationship. But in the end, you'll see the turnarounds, you'll see the unexpected changes and the indirect shifts here. Because still you have your hard work is paying off with a new moon in Capricorn. The relationship will be stable, will have its element of stability and definitely fruitful. That means if you wanted a family with that person, if you want kids, you'll have like these wishes, you'll have like a home together. This is like a very as well old relationship. To me it feels like a very stable one. You saw it coming. If you're not like looking at the future spouse situation, then maybe that's not the reading for you, but definitely here very stable, very like I know what to expect type of situation. Let's check out other cards. Overall, it's giving me very stable vibes here with those cards, meaning that you can see things evolving either at a slower pace or in a very predictable way. The nature of your interaction can be very friendly, peaceful, but at times there could be misunderstandings, there could be unspoken information, words or intentions here with the moon in reverse and this Page of Wands in reverse. It feels to me like at first you might be feeling uncomfortable expressing things, or they actually might be uncomfortable expressing the truth basically, but in time things will settle. I sense here friendliness, I sense here a desire to cooperate, and I sense here as well a desire to make things right, to make things stable and peaceful. I sense here no desire to basically quarrel. I don't see here desire to argue and make things worse. This situation, this relationship feels to me like this long-term thing in which you'll see the ups and downs. You'll have your rides, joy rides and sadness rides, and as well. But overall, you'll consider that to be a very fortunate thing that happened in your life. Like you'll look back and realize that I enjoyed many things, like the experience was worth going through, basically. You see, that person has feelings and is definitely giving and oriented towards the relationship. This is as well what you can expect in the future. Beware that there is Six of Wands here and Six of Wands here. One is upright and one is in reverse. Careful that this is not a situation in which you feel like the person tries to be the right one or to tell that they are right, and is that fight in which who will win. Or there might be some ego clashes here with a Chariot alongside this one, or trying to push your agenda or my agenda or whoever's agenda onto the other person, and trying to interfere or maybe even manipulate them into doing or being something that I want. But overall, I sense here there will be a positive thing. Six of Pentacles. You'll have that aspect of long-term thing with that person. Even if there will be hardships, I see you still prevailing and still standing strong with them, the High Priestess and the Strength. You know, in that situation, I can say you will have lots of experience, you'll have lots of growth opportunities with that person, and overall it will feel like a very fulfilling thing. If not with that person specifically because of those clashes, even though the intention is not to fight here, I sense that they will happen, but you'll grow basically through these. If you catch my drift here. Because you got the Strength and the High Priestess as well. I sense here with the Five of Pentacles that you'll have lots of doubt, but it will subside. It's like a very it's like coming in cycles, in waves, and then subsiding. Okay, we can draw right now advice on how you need to interact with that person or what you should be doing with that relationship. Okay. Don't bend yourselves, don't bend your preference, needs, or don't give up on your needs with that person. Definitely pursue your own ideals, your own needs, and your own expectations. With or without that person, you need to stand very firm in your beliefs, in your stance. This person has, let's say, a big ego with that card in reverse. But you have to pursue your own ideas here. You have to stand very firm in your beliefs, in your identity as well, for you to basically feel strong enough to overthrow that person, that person's influence basically. And that person is not consciously doing that, by the way. They're not bad, they're not ill-intended, it's just a shortcoming that's being shown here in the reading. Advice. Be there for the good times, but when the bad times come, be prepared. That's what I see personally. It's a very realistic reading, not like in the fact that what I'm trying to say that it's not a very fluffy reading, and all the piles actually weren't fluffy. It's a very live type of situation here, I sense, and yeah. Let's see. What you should be aware of, wary of, or it's a warning here. Okay, that's quite interesting. Five of Cups. You see, this will be the message here for the whole reading. You might be finding yourselves with a lot of like either pent-up anger, frustration, sadness, or disappointment overall with that person. But trust me when I tell you, if that person leaves, if that person disappears forever, you will be hit with so much grief that you would be surprised. You do not realize how attached you are to that person yet. And with the Five of Cups here in reverse, you should be wary perhaps of your like either attachment, or see how that person basically grew up, grew roots into your life or in you in general, because it feels to me like you're very attached to that person and you're not yet aware how much. And to be honest, like, you truly love that person. Like, this is a very long-term thing here. You're a very loving person, but because they disappointed you way, like, it feels to me like you might be getting caught up in disappointment here with the Five of Cups, and you'll not be seeing, or the love will not be available, you know, because it's hard to see through like those layers of disappointment maybe you've had in the past with that person, and now it's like, I don't even know if I love that person. Well, know that you love them very much, so with that card, but like your perception is a little bit covered here, or you know, because of what's happening. The best thing you can do here is to let go of grudges, but I know it's very hard, even for me. And I cannot like freely give that advice without telling that I can struggle with this like as well. But it would be like you'd be doing yourself a great service if you were to basically find a way to release grudges. This is a long-term type of situation with that person, so I don't know, I just went on a tangent here without realizing that this might not be the case for everyone, but see how it resonates for you. This could be a situation from the future, actually. So that was your reading, fourth pile. I hope it resonated and you found some useful information here. Make sure to hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe to my channel to see more. Check out my old videos as well, and I really hope to see you in the future. Take care of yourselves. Bye.